Vote for Kamala. The energy is so good. Oh my God, everything she does, the energy is so good. How about this? How about you have to take a test to be able to vote in this country? How about that? You need to pass a test to drive your car, right? Why can't you take a test to be able to vote for the leader of the free world over here? You know, at least know the capital of the state you live in, the first president, the current president, maybe the last president, like basic shit, nothing too hard, you know, just some concepts, maybe a few amendments here and there. What do you think? Maybe our population voting would be like half.
And we all know getting the voting population down to half benefits your side, because if you had better ideas, you wouldn't need to try and shrink the vote. Having said that, the reason why we don't take a test to vote, but we do take a test to drive a car, is because voting is a constitutionally protected right and driving a car is a privilege. The fact that you didn't know that tells me you would have been one of the people that wouldn't have passed the fucking test to vote. Furthermore, if you would like to institute a test like that, I don't think you're really going to like the results from a nationwide standpoint, because there are going to be a lot of motherfuckers in very red, very rural areas that are going to be standing there scratching their head wondering which one of these answers is correct as they fail that test and therefore aren't allowed to vote. Moving on.
Screw the Commanders. If you change your name from the Indians to the Commanders, you deserve nothing, because you're woke and stupid. Nice shot, Detroit. Next year, Yankees.
The fuck are you talking about, man? There is no team that changed their name from the Indians to the Commanders. The Redskins changed to the Commanders, and the Indians changed to the Guardians, and you have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
This is how smart Donald Trump is, and people don't get this. Why do you think he's so tight with Russia? All right, yeah, he's going to settle the war in Ukraine. That's one thing. They'll work it out. Both countries will have to make concessions, but they'll work it out. But more important, when the United States and or Israel take out Iran, Russia ain't going to say shit, because that's the way it goes. And trust me, Iran is next. It's happening. It's going down. They're going down.
Okay. Donald Trump is tight with Russia because Russia owns him. Furthermore, CIA boss confirms Iran pursuing intel against U.S. from Russia and China. Don't take Vladimir Putin at his word. Numerous reports have alleged that Russians have been feeding intelligence, including satellite imagery and other data on the position of U.S. assets to help Iran target American forces in the Middle East. You're batting 1,000, champ. What else you got?
The Democrat Party of today is not the JFK Party that once existed. It was a great party at one point. They sided with workers, domestic workers, unions. They actually had good intentions. It blows my mind that good, solid Democrats do not see how their party has been completely hijacked. You know, whenever there's anything bad for this country, within 42 seconds, there's a billion signs printed exactly the same and the same shirts. And these like mindless people that don't even understand why they're protesting. They're just taking the foreign money and going out there to make a demonstration or a point.
Okay. His contention is that anybody on the left that goes out and protests anything must be getting paid by foreign entities to do so. And that the Democratic Party once was for the working class and the unions. I don't know how he doesn't see that the Republican Party has been a union-busting party my entire life. And the only party of the two major political parties that have a chance of winning an election that actually gives a shit and has been working to help unions over the last 50 years has been the Democratic Party. As a matter of fact, it blows my mind every time I see somebody I know in town with a proud union sign in their lawn and a Trump sign in their lawn. because the two are in diametric opposition to one another. As far as people getting paid to do things that all look the same, like you're talking about with the Democratic protests, does that mean that people on your side got paid every time they put a fucking tampon or, whatever the hell it was on their ear, a maxi pad on their ear, in order to look like the dear leader after he got shot? Does that mean all of you guys and gals that show up to these functions wearing the same fucking shirt and the same fucking hat, repeating the same fucking bullshit, are all getting paid by some foreign entity? I mean, you are swinging and missing all day long today, man.
You gotta wake up. These fucking people that are like, he ran on no new wars. He ran on no new wars. Dude, you cannot put the fucking well-being of a nation, even if it's 100 years down the road or 2 days down the road, in front of your political fucking future. I mean, that is the difference between Trump. He doesn't give a fuck about what he told the base if it's the right thing to do for the country. And you have to be a complete fucking idiot to not think taking out that regime is not the right thing. The fact that you...
We didn't take out the regime, genius. It's still in place. You took out a guy, and they replaced him with his son. If the regime is gone, why is the strait closed? If the regime is gone, who is Donald Trump negotiating with, where this morning he said we're going to put a hold on hitting their energy plants for 5 days? If the regime is gone, who's he talking to? The regime isn't gone. You just don't like the fact that you and clowns like you ran around talking about how it was going to be no new wars, no new wars, no more forever wars, no more stupid wars. We're going to get out of other people's business and we're going to take care of our own first. Not a dime to Ukraine as long as there's one person sleeping on the streets here in America, right? Remember that? You motherfuckers are willing to drop what you claim to hold dear, the drop of a fucking hat, if the dear leader changes his mind, as you've just proven.
You have got to love all these fucking politicians in Chicago. Message to you guys.
Of course, they're coming after my city.
You fucking suck. You can't fucking stop people from dying. This shit's been going on for 20 years. It's like 75 shootings over the weekend. Like, in what fucking planet is that normal? You guys should resign today. Instead, you're like, oh, don't send troops. If they say, we gotta stand and fight. How about you stand and fight for fucking against crime, you stupid fucks?
I got an idea that's going to help you with your dilemma in life here, okay? And yes, I don't just do social media content. I'm not just a retired landscaper, husband, father, and grandfather. I'm also a life coach. So I'm here to help you, and I'm not even going to charge it, okay? If you're too afraid to come to the city of Chicago, then stay yo chicken ass wherever the fuck it is you feel safe. Problem solved. You don't have to worry about what's going on in Chicago, and we'll have one less douchebag to deal with. It's a win-win. We don't have to see you. You don't have to walk around worried that something's going to happen to you while we're out enjoying the city. See? I'm here to help. Where do these fucking guys come from?